Well, good evening. Welcome back to Northern Maine Productions. I decided to do a little video on this 3081. This engine right here is a 1969 Briggs and Stratton 7 horsepower. It's a model 1770. I don't know what the heck it is. It's a 701. I think it's on the top. Yeah. It's a 170-702. Built this October 1969. So this engine has got a little bit of an issue. It runs very well. It's got excellent power. Doesn't make any knocking noises or anything. The issue is with it, it smokes like hell when you get it under load. When you are in a deep cut of grass with this friggin' thing just blows blue smoke big time. Last week I done a little bit of field mowing with it. I was finished mowing a bush hogged field. What I noticed was there was oil running out of here underneath the carburetor. After I was done, there was oil all over the deck of that, all over the top of that frame. And what I think is happening is something is up with a crankcase breather. I got the crankcase breather over here, and there's a fair amount of wear on that reed valve in there. I'm comparing it to like this one right here. This one's off of the 8 horsepower engine off of my 3081, and that one's got a little less wear in it than this one's got, and the reed seems to set a little closer to the sealing surface. This is another one I have here. This is off of that old 8 horsepower engine that come off of that one, and it's worn just about as bad as this one is. Probably worse. So I cleaned this out, and I got to make sure that the blow-by tube is actually in good shape. But the biggest reason I got the head off of this is I wanted to inspect the cylinder, and you know, actually, for an engine that's almost 60 years old, that cylinder doesn't look too bad. Now there's a little fine scratch down here on the bottom, and I don't know if any of you remember when we talked about getting this running the first time, there was some shrapnel that had gotten through and get into here. And there's a little tiny ding in the top of that piston right in there. And I'm kind of wondering if the ring's not stock a little bit. It dinged it enough so that it was rubbing, so the crown of that piston's rubbing on the cylinder wall at least, or it was. It probably isn't now. It's probably worn in now, but geez, I don't know. But I figured while I was right here, I might as well adjust the valves too, because the valves are probably quite a ways out of adjustment. This engine actually seems to have excessive compression, so I'm thinking maybe the valve train's a little bit too loose in it. It doesn't seem like that the easy spin function is working very well on it, because it really snubs up when it comes up on compression. So I got to get my feeler gauges at work, I guess. I don't have them here. I thought they were here, but you got a access hole in here where the valve springs are, and that's where you measure the valve clearance. If nothing else, I'm gonna run a hone through that cylinder real lightly and put a new crosshatch in that thing, because the friggin' thing don't have any crosshatch left in the top of it. But I'm not feeling a ridge in the top of that cylinder with my fingernail like I did on the old engine that come out of this thing. That thing had a really serious ridge in it. The valve guides are in pretty reasonable shape. Now, I really like how this runs. It performs very well, but it just smokes and it uses a lot of oil. Geez, I fouled the plug twice in it here this summer with this mowing, so I need to get that oil consumption thing taken care of. I cleaned that crankcase breather all out, made sure that reed valve was all cleaned and free to move, so maybe I can make a difference here somehow. But anyways, I'll be back, I'm sure. I'm not gonna ramble on about this too much, but geez, I'm crow. This thing runs too good to have much wrong with it. But I'm a little concerned about the top of that piston being crunched in just enough to pinch those rings. If that's the case, then I'm gonna have to take the thing apart and deburr the top of that piston and clean out that ring groove a little bit, because there are 0 parts available for this engine from Briggs and Stratton anymore. You can buy gaskets for it basically. There's no internal parts available for this thing from Briggs anymore, and it's not going to be easy to find even any on eBay because it's such an obscure engine. They only made it till like 1979, and they made very few numbers of them, I figure. So guess we'll have to wait and see what happens here. If nothing else, I'm just going to slap the head back on a friggin' thing, keep running her. I was just kind of curious as to what might possibly be wrong here. Cylinder's in pretty excellent shape actually, so I'm happy about that. Valves are carboned up very bad, so nothing else is going to get a good valve job anyways. But probably stay tuned. I'll probably bring an update on this one, and probably I might call that it for lawnmower videos for a while. But well, anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.